Sunlight soaks through a jungle canopy. A man in a leather jacket and wide-brim hat hacks through the foliage with a machete. Another younger man with a backpack and rifle trails behind him.
Okay.
The men pause.
We're off the map. We should go back, recheck the route.
It's this way.
The man with the hat slices through the jungle as he strides forward. The pair slow to a stop and look out at a massive human skull carved into the front of a stone edifice, a large doorway at its mouth.
The temple.
The pair move along a ruined stone pathway leading to the temple entrance. They stop near a seated woman. Flies buzz around her. The man with the hat shines a flashlight in the woman's face, revealing her to be a corpse with various darts sticking from her. Rot partially covers her face and her glassy eyes gaze blankly out. A swarm of beetles scurry out of her mouth.
Ugh. God damn it, Alessia.
He cringes as the younger man's face draws tight. They examine numerous holes on the temple doorway.
The darts came from here.
The man leaves through a journal filled with notes and drawings of venomous animals.
What do you think
Can
this
you
is?
open it?
Resume. Button confirm.
It's the dude with the journal sounds like Johnny Cage. So I'm presuming this is the movie.
So as soon as I got into this chapter and like heard the music, saw the like what they were doing and stuff, I was like, oh, this is a movie.
Yeah, this is
This
Johnny.
is a Johnny Cage movie.
I like it. I like it. I approve.
And it turns out I was right. But
I
they don't call cut for a while.
Oh,
Which is
we get
to see quite a bit of the movie.
Well, strap in, guys. Get the popcorn. Coming to cinemas near you.
Without killing us? Let's hope so.
The temple doors open. Light streams past the two men and into the dusty
It's
entryway
basically
of the
Indiana
temple.
Jones.
Both turn on their flashlights.
Yeah, that
and
was
step
my
inside.
immediate thought. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I've actually been reading a lot of Indiana Jones style books recently,
They
so
walk
I
through a
approve.
broad hall. Thick pillars with human figures carved into them line its walls. They turn a corner. Sunlight floods through ruined parts of the wall to their left, and small weeds rise from cracks in the stone floor.
Turn them off.
They turn off their flashlights.
And we're definitely getting warmer.
The pair moves down an aisle hedged in by low walls. Lines of fire flicker along the top of each wall.
How are these still burning?
Oil bubbles up from the ground. The chamber channels it somehow.
They move to a doorway blanketed with ivy at the end of the aisle and
Great
pause.
explanation.
The two men hop down a short ledge and continue forward. The man with the hat leads the younger man down a path winding through various tall rock formations. They enter a vast chamber. Metal hooks hang from the ceiling over flames flickering in a central circular dais where the rotting body of a man sits on a throne made of intricately carved stone. He holds an ornate metal shield in
Just
one
listen
hand
to the
and a mace in
soundtrack.
the other.
It's so
Vala. And his shield. What?
overblown.
Silver liquid shimmers around large stones in the floor beyond.
So? There's metal in the floor.
That's not just any metal. It's liquid mercury.
Shit, that stuff's toxic.
Fatal. Only step where I step.
The man with the hat carefully picks his way across the path of stones, the younger man close behind. The younger man steps onto a different stone and starts to fall.
I was gonna say, can you guess that he's not
I was
gonna...
about to say, it literally just popped into my head. This guy's fucked. He's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. I just know. The two of us are so in tune with movies.
We know what's gonna happen. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
We watched a lot of movies and
Mhm.
seen a lot of, read a lot of books, and basically,
We know the tropes.
we know the stories. We know how these stories go. Yeah.
Yeah, whenever I'm watching a movie with like someone else, I have to sometimes stop myself from saying what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, even though I don't know, just from guessing. And I'm usually
Yeah.
close.
I mean, yeah, we're usually, again, we know the tropes. We know how these things go. So
Anyway.
when we still like stories, like even when we know
even
the
though it's like,
sometimes
you're wrong.
Sometimes I'm more satisfied when I expect something to happen than it happens. I'm like, it happened.
And I like a good twist. When it's like, Oh, this is gonna happen. This is gonna happen.
Well, yeah, it depends. Like, if it's not purely for the sake of subverting expectations.
Yeah, I know, but if it's a twist that's a good twist and a well-designed twist, then I'm chill with it. Again,
I like
as
twists.
we've discussed, see Brendan Sanderson.
We love twist.
No, that was good. That was good. Take a go.
This is fun.
Anyway.
Yeah.
The man with the hat grabs his shoulder.
What did I say?
The man with the hat steps back on another stone. It sinks a little. The two men sprint across the stones as liquid mercury floods out of channels and ruined pillars surrounding the dais. The man with the hat reaches the other side. The younger man stumbles, then leaps to solid ground.
I'm sorry.
Not now.
He examines the reflection of a pillar in the liquid mercury surrounding the dais. He eyes the pillar itself.
Get out the explosives.
That's our bridge?
Do this right, it'll fall across.
The younger man sets explosives at the base of the pillar. A gnarled hand shoots up from the liquid mercury. Two armored women with tattered bat wings rise up.
The Kalima? They're real?
The Kalima fly toward them.
Keep working. I'll take care of the she-beasts.
You disturb Katara Vala's slumber. For your sin, you die.
Fight.
They have a custom enemy. This is really cool. They have a thing that's not in the story mode. I like it.
Yeah.
I like this. I approve. So far, I'm really loving this game.
I'm surprised we haven't done a Johnny Cage movie before this.
Yeah, this is just a really good idea.
It took them this long to figure out, hey, what if, we did a little bit of a Johnny Cage movie in this story mode? That'd be fun.
And I haven't played Johnny Cage once. So, I'm going to do a cool thing we can now do. Look at the move list. Briefly.
I suggest you don't.
Why?
Actually. Because I never looked at them. Pretty much, I started looking at them a bit later sometimes, but even then, most of the time I didn't. Most of the time I just kind of played and was able to just do it.
But we can now, so I want to show the people that we can.
We can.
Yeah, it's going to demonstrate.
Basic attacks. Plot fist. X button. Damage.
This is where this voice annoys me the most.
Really, yeah.
Rough house. X button. X button. Damage. Knuckle under the buckle. X button. X button. Y button. Contracted kick. X button. X button. B button. Breaking backhand. D-pad right. Plus. X button. Damage. Elbows well. D-pad right. Plus. X button. Y button. Damage.
Then I can go over.
Special moves. Bullbuster. D-pad left.
The only one I
D-pad
need.
down. X
Yeah, that's the only one you need.
damage.
And we're done.
70.00.
Whoa, it actually does pretty good damage too. Fucking hell. It's not bad. Anyway, let's beat up a Kalima, I think. Whatever the fuck this thing is.
What the fuck?
I have so had enough of you.
It's not over, Johnny. Cancelled? That is funny. Ow. Also, please tell me where the fights were that you died on. I'm just curious.
Chapter 4 and Chapter 6.
Rude. There we go.
Those
Got
fights
no
weren't
time to die,
anything too
crazy
special. I just died.
Got lucky. Or got
The
unlucky.
man with the hat rushes over.
You okay?
Yes, we ready?
The younger man nods and detonates a bomb that blows up a pillar. falls and they fist bump.
Great
Physics
archaeology,
for the
guys.
win. Let's go.
They walk across the fallen pillar above the pool of mercury and explore deeper into the overgrown tomb. They stop by the corpse of Katara Vala. The man with the hat brushes his hand across its shield. The younger man exclaims,
This'll be worth millions.
It belongs in a museum.
he grabs the shield. The younger man
I
leans
saw
in,
that one.
and Katara Vala's face turns. He staggers back and falls into the mercury. He struggles, but the liquid overtakes him. Katara Vala
We knew that was
swings a
coming.
spiked
Yeah.
mace. The man dodges and jumps onto the pillar. It strikes the shield and throws him onto the ground. He quickly sits up as it pounces. It chucks away its broken mace. It stalks over.
You will not have it.
He rises.
You don't need it. You're dead. Speaking of which, you just killed my best friend. And I'm not one to forgive and forget. Fight.
I love this. I love that a lot less. I wanted to make this guy a playable character. Wow. That's gonna be a DLC. My controller is fucking breaking. Stop it.
This one's for you, Adam. That's a wrap.
I'm losing to a fucking mummy.
You defile my temple. Now you die.
No. I'm not dying to you. He always blocks the nut punches. That's what I find so funny. Like, loads of other strikes are hitting, but I've not landed one of those so far because he just prioritizes blocking those. There we go.
Sauce. Bullseye. Now where's that shield?
He sprints past Katara Vala.
Am not yet defeated.
Yes, you are.
He spins, chucks the shield, and cuts its head off clean. The shield slams against the wall and bounces back into his hand.
Time
That's
to go
cool.
home.
Cut! Printed!
I knew it. Woo! I felt that one. You felt it too, right?
Crew member,
Temple of Katara Vala, take 39, tail slap.
director.
That's a wrap.
In a studio, crew cheer. The director takes off a headset and hands it to a woman. The hatted man shakes his hand.
Steven, this was fantastic. Thank you.
By the way, that's Steven Spielberg.
Just like
Oh.
the old days.
Yeah.
Like-
And he's proud.
Like, actually Steven Spielberg?
No. It's supposed to be Steven Spielberg.
Oh, okay,
It's not
yeah.
actually
Mhm.
him.
Dude, that would be very cool though if they got him to just carry over,
Yeah.
just, pop in.
Yeah.
Jimbo killed it.
Steven takes the shield.
You did too, Johnny.
Hey, about my pitch. You know, the karate zombie thing? I'm thinking 4 films. Maybe a streaming series?
Johnny, I don't have...
You're right. Not here. I'll swing by your office after I change.
Maybe a multiverse series,
I
you know.
can't. Have
Karate,
to
zombie
meet with the
karate
others.
cinematic
Walking
universe.
away.
Oh, jeez.
Marshall will call you.
Johnny pumps a fist in the air.
Great! Have your assistant call me.
A blonde woman.
That was great, hon.
Wasn't it, though? We need to celebrate. I'm thinking private party.
Johnny, we need to talk.
She walks off, and Johnny hangs his head. Later, in a luxury mansion in the hills.
You're not the martial arts megastar you once were, honey. You're lucky Steven owed you a favor.
I'm telling you, Chris, we're fine.
Can you join me in the fact-based universe just once? We're broke. We have to cut back.
Cut back? On what?
Step 1 is selling this place.
I need a refill.
Johnny, we can't keep this up. You spent $10,000 on that sculpture, $30,000 on that drone, and this damn sword. $3 million?
Hey, Sento is history. That sword comes from...
Ugh, that's not the point, Johnny!
Chris, honey, the parts, the money, they're coming. Steven's movie is just the beginning. That's why I can't cut back. To be a success, I have to project it. If I don't, Johnny Cage
Take it till you
is
make it.
done.
She frowns.
Yeah.
Johnny rests his hands on her shoulders. She pushes one hand aside.
I didn't marry Johnny Cage. I married John Carlton. I'd give anything to have him back.
She leaves.
Chris, come on, Chris, where are you going?
Johnny puts his hands on his head.
Fuck!
He grabs his drink and downs it, then walks back to pour himself another.
How you like that, Mr. A-list?
Call back.
A
Drink.
black-haired man strides in.
Thank God. Oh, Chris, honey,
Johnny turns and sees the stranger, who wears a sleek black suit and brandishes a long sword.
Where's my wife? What did you...
Your wife left. She's fine. You will be too if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Sento.
It hangs above a fireplace.
You some kind of hired gun? Or do you know Sento's history?
I know it. It's my family blade.
They circle each other.
No. No way you're Tyra clan. They've been dead for centuries.
Not dead. Hiding. With Sento in my hands, I'll lead us out of the shadows.
That's a great plan, stranger. Except for one thing. Sento's mine. And I won't give it up without a fight.
Trailer line.
Also, isn't he supposed to be blind and only be able to fight because he has a sword?
He's not blind yet.
Oh. Rude.
Yeah, so they brought back Kenshi's voice actor from X, because he wasn't in 11. So they brought him back. They couldn't bring back certain other actors.
You tried robbing the wrong house. I am the ultimate home security system.
Again, why is the actors like, why are the lines bleeding over into the fight? I'm getting distracted with dialogue and so I'm getting stabbed for it. Ah, that's a good reaction.
house, my rules.
Later at night, the defeated swordsman is tied to a chair. He rouses from unconsciousness, and Johnny sits across from him.
What the fuck, Johnny? You're not calling the
You have
police?
a name or what?
Kenshi Takahashi.
I knew you weren't Taira clan.
You know nothing, Cage.
400 years ago, the Taira clan were one of Japan's first families. They lost Sento after getting slaughtered at the siege of Aomori.
There were survivors. They hid themselves by shedding the name Taira for Takahashi. They joined the Bakuto for its protection.
The Yakuza's predecessors. From first family to crime family.
I will break us free of the Yakuza's corruption. Reclaim our name and our position. But my clan won't follow me unless I prove that I can lead. That's why I need Sento.
And that's Malibu's finest.
He walks toward the door.
It's a great story. Bullshit. But great. You should seriously consider becoming a screenwriter.
Liu Kang, Scorpion, and Sub-Zero wait outside.
What in the actual fuck?
Good evening, Johnny Cage. I am Liu Kang, protector of
Can you
Earthrealm.
imagine being Johnny Cage?
May we enter?
Yeah, this would be I think
On
I
this
just...
night.
I think I
Being
swallowed
shot here
something.
tonight. You sure
Accidentally
you're in
tripping.
the right place?
Yes. We come on a matter of grave importance. We must speak to you and your guest.
What?
Johnny narrows his eyes.
How do you know about him?
Because I am the god of fire.
And
Chris, you vixen. Nicely done. Sure. I come right in. Glowing eyes are a nice touch.
They approach Kenshi, who remains tied up beside an indoor pool.
Kenshi Takahashi. A tragic figure with a noble cause. Your actions this evening do you no credit.
Who are these people?
You tell me. They're your scene partners.
I also know of your struggles, Johnny Cage. I am here to offer you both a path forward.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, come on, guys.
That's a
let's
callback,
call
too.
this. Chris was a doll to set this up, but as pranks go, this one's a bit obvious.
This is no prank. Ihan, Kuai Liang, if you please.
The blue-robed Sub-Zero starts to untie Kenshi.
All right, all right. I'll play my part in this martial arts LARP. The missus ought to get what you paid for. Okay. Hey, you. Wait. Hey, you. Get your damn hands off him. I said, get your hands off.
Johnny grabs him, but Sub-Zero kicks him across the room. Johnny slides into a table where the $10,000 sculpture on top teeters and falls. Scorpion.
Was that necessary,
No.
brother?
Now you done fucked up.
Put him in his place.
That was a Hichuli. One of a kind.
He stands.
All right, I don't care if this is a damn prank. You crossed the line.
Fight.
yeah, I want to punch the Sub-Zero in the balls. I don't like this actor.
The attacker hits the victim's face with a hook, then twists their arm to break their shoulder. Sub-Zero slides on ice shards which stab up through his victim's abdomen and skull. He then chops down with an ice wall hammer.
You guys need a better fight choreographer.
Rude.
And scene. I hope you're insured, because you're paying for my Julie.
Imbecile! You have no idea with whom you're dealing.
Liu Kang bursts into flames. The flames dissipate.
If I can trigger a fire alarm.
Indeed,
That's
Johnny Cage.
Johnny shifts his footing and glares.
Did the ice blast not tip you off, buddy? You were frozen briefly there.
Kuai Liang.
Scorpion bows.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang,
was in the
protector of
trailer.
Earthrealm, god of fire.
Well, that last one tracks. But what's an Earthrealm?
All will be explained, Johnny Cage.
I like
For
Johnny,
now,
he's fun.
what is important is that you both have been chosen to join its champions.
Why him? Or me, for that matter.
Because I have faith that you will rise to the challenge. And because your service will change the arcs of your lives.
Johnny eyes Kenshi. Later, men spar in a sunlit courtyard. Mountains surround them, and lion statues border the entrance to the courtyard. Red pagodas are situated nearby, and cherry blossoms are in full bloom. Several monks wear brown and orange uniforms. Later, they strike wooden dummies that have small poles sticking out. Others spear their hands into steaming hot sand in rock bowls. Later, a monk with a braid swings at Raiden. Raiden blocks and punches his chest. Another attacks, and
Well,
Raiden
that's great.
counters with a flying kick. Raiden strikes and front kicks a third challenger. Punching over, Raiden shuffles in an offensive stance. He straightens and brings his hands together, fist to flat palm, and the nearby monks do the same. Kung Lao saunters up with a razor-rimmed hat.
That is not a good idea.
It is genius, Raiden. The next time we see Sub-Zero, I will have to thank him for inspiring it.
See? It won't be effective.
Kung Lao throws the hat like a flying disc. It slices a target and flies back. He catches it by twirling a finger inside it.
Maybe it's too effective.
Johnny walks up.
We just need to get on with it. I've been cooped up here for months. I can't base a cinematic universe on Outworld's monsters and magic if I don't ever see them.
Kenshi joins.
That's why you're here?
Liu Kang said this gig would change the arc of my life. That's how it gets done. My ex will rue the day she gave up on me.
So selfless.
Oh, please, Tattoo. You're just here to get your sword back.
We all have our reasons for being here. Some better than others. But we are not here to fight among ourselves. We are here to fight for Earthrealm.
It's about damn time.
Liu Kang steps out.
And today, one of you will be chosen to fight for it at the tournament.
Only one of us, Lord Liu Kang? Isn't Outworld fielding several champions?
The tournament's rules give the host realm that advantage. And it is Outworld's turn as host.
You know, I don't know why I've never asked this, but, what's our record at this tournament?
Earthrealm and Outworld have long been evenly matched. But Outworld is gaining strength. Should it win, its more militant factions will be emboldened.
I thought you admired Outworld.
It is a place of great knowledge, wealth, and beauty. But our realms do not share goals and beliefs. We coexist peacefully, because Outworld respects our strength. Should we show weakness, our rival will become our enemy.
I will not lose, Lord Liu Kang.
First, you must win the right to represent us. Whichever one of you outlasts the others will be chosen.
He sits on a chair in the middle of the courtyard, and every man except the four kneel.
Raiden, step forward.
Raiden bows.
Good call. Cole the weak first.
Okay,
you
Johnny.
shall face him, Johnny Cage.
Ready for your close-up?
All right, let's do this. But remember, farm boy, I'm a global martial arts icon. I don't think you can handle this much boom.
Liu Kang rolls his eyes.
I am ready, Johnny Cage. My mind and spirit fight as one.
Fight!
Oh,
list.
oops. Yeah.
I don't think you guys can handle any more of this episode.
Well, I clearly couldn't because I jumped the gun a little. I didn't realize there was a new chapter. I thought this is still Johnny Cage.
Yeah, no, you're playing as Raiden now.
With no zappy powers. This is illegal.
Yeah. Not yet, but as you might remember from that super video with the super spoilerific title, chapter 3, Raiden gets his powers.
Oh, well, oops, sorry, guys. Yes, you never know. In chapter 3, Raiden gets his powers.
Yep.
Are we going to copy it? We're just going to do the exact same title. No, let's
well,
not do that.
No, I'm going to keep our tradition of taking quotes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, that's the end of this episode.
Yep.
Goodbye.